Hello, my yarn smithing lovelies yet again. Another question has come flooding in. I do love it when you keep sending me questions because it means I don't really have to think what to do for the next video, because I've got a great big long list of questions you've sent for me. So keep it coming. I really do like that. You're not bothering me at all. So the question this time was, which merino wool should we buy from Temu? Those who've seen all of my other videos and my other review videos, I've spoken about Temu quite a lot, and I've spoken about the ethics of buying from there or not. So pop and have a look at the other videos and I go into a little bit more depth about that. But just to reiterate, Temu do not manufacture anything themselves, so they don't use child labour, they don't skin rabbits alive for Angora. There's all kinds of things that are spoken about it. Temu is a sales platform similar to Amazon and other sites like that. They partner with manufacturers, and the manufacturers send the goods straight out to the consumer. So it cuts out agents, wholesalers, retailers, everybody in between, and that's why the prices are so low. Quite often you'll see in other videos as well of mine, when I've really looked in depth and done some research, exactly the same product with the same photograph from the same manufacturer appears on sites like Amazon for 4 or 5 times the price, sometimes even more than that. So from an ethical point of view, it's up to you where you buy from. I'm not telling you to buy from Temu. It's just a request I've had. If you're going to buy merino yarn from Temu, which one should you buy? So the first one that we're going to have a look at, I'll pop the picture up for you now. Give me a second. Let me just move that so I can see, is this one. Now, I also had a comment from somebody saying that I don't put the link of where to go. Different countries have different Temu sites. UK has got its own Temu site, and so around the world the sites are actually slightly different, but the products are the same if they're available in your country. So the thing to look for is this label. I'll put it up on the screen for you now. This one on the label says 95% wool, 5% polyester. I do like it when there's a tiny little bit of something like acrylic polyester, nylon even for socks in the yarn. It gives the yarn a little bit more strength. It also increases the anti-pill properties of that particular yarn. So by adding a little bit of that, it means we're not going to get the bobbles we've got to shave off and all that kind of stuff. So this particular one, massive range of colours. For 10 50-gram balls, it's £10.76 from the UK site, so like £1 a ball. It is definitely mostly natural fibre. I did a burn test, I did a dye test on it. We don't know if that's merino wool or not. We just know that there's mostly natural fibre in there, but it feels gorgeous. It's really soft. It's got quite a lot of bounce, or as we call it in the trade, loft. It feels lovely. It's lovely to work with. It knits beautifully, it crochets beautifully. The weight of it is probably on the heavier side of what we call 4-ply in the UK. If you want to knit to what we call DK or double knitting in the UK, I would suggest that you use 2 ends together for knitting that. The same actually, I think, with all of these that I'm going to show you. This, because it's 4-ply-ish, it also goes through the knitting machine really well. And say knits beautifully, washes beautifully. This is one that I would say have a go. The company says it's good yarn, made in China. A lot of wool comes from China. There's no detriment there. There's no other information on the label. There's no length or anything of that nature on this, but it is well worth a buy, this one. So that was number 1. Number 2 is, let me find it. I'm going to pop it on the screen for you now. This one. So look for this label with the sheep, and it says merino wool, ultimate enjoyment. Go figure. I've got no idea how this is going to be ultimate enjoyment. However, I really did enjoy knitting this. Again, the same as the other one, it knits well, it crochets well. The loft, the bounce in it is slightly less than the other one, and it depends what fabric, obviously, that you're looking for. I'm going to pop my glasses on so I can read the label. It's really sad getting old. Anyway, less about that. This says on here that it is, let me see, 100% merino wool. This is what it says on the label, 100% merino wool. I actually felt when I did the burn test that there might have been a tiny little bit of something else in there. Occasionally, depending on what dye they use, that can interfere with the burn test a little bit. However, for the price, for 10 50-gram balls, this one was £9.31, 90p a ball for something that's very close to 100% merino wool. It's gorgeous and soft. A little bit more fluff in this one. I don't know if you can see that than the last one. We also have a little bit more information on the label on this one that we had. So it says this is 50 grams and there's 120 meters of yarn in there. So for people who like the length on the wool, that was actually on there. Again, when these yarns are brought into the UK, there has to be, in inverted commas, a responsible person that checks that we are getting what it says on the label. And I actually, fairly close, I think that we are getting what it says on the label there. So look for this little thing on the yarn ball. And again, a really good range of colours in this. It doesn't smell too chemically. That's a strange thing to say. When you're buying yarn, if you smell it, if it's got a really kind of acidic kind of smell to it, then again, that's most likely to either have something in the dye that's not very nice, or there's a lot of man-made fibre in there. This still kind of smells like sheep, so I think this is probably what it says on there. So the third one we're going to look at, which is my favourite, is this one. I'll put the picture up as well. This says it's 90% merino wool, 10% polyester. The length of this is 78 meters. This is ever so slightly thicker than the other two. It's still not quite what we call DK double knitting. It's fairly close. I think two ends of that knitted together would be the thicker end of DK. One by itself would be probably knitter's 4-ply. Again, goes through the machine really nicely. All of these three, when I wound off onto a yarn winder, there wasn't a single knot in there. There wasn't a single break. When I put them through the knitting machine, all of them, again, there wasn't a single break in them. So I'm very, very happy with these. So this, probably out of all of them, this is a little bit knitted. It feels gorgeous. It's really springy, which means that there's kind of lots of, again, what we call loft. Some people call that blown, where there's lots of air pumped in when it's being spun, but it feels really, really nice. You'll have to excuse my nails, I've just been in the garden. So out of the three, this is my preference. Again, there's some lovely colours. Look for this label. If you can see, merino wool, soft and comfortable. I think the company says Thread Haven, it says on there. And again, look, it actually gives you all the information on there. When they give that much information on the label, it's more than likely to be exactly what it says it is. So that was a bit of a short one today. Hope you've enjoyed that. Hope that's given you a little bit of yarn inspiration. Go over to Temu and buy some merino wool for honestly next to nothing. It's worth, often you have to wait a fortnight for it to come, but it really is worth that wait. I've just ordered another load of this to knit something for my husband for the winter. Again, I've said this before, for knitting for clients, for doing for couture clients, which I do quite a lot, I wouldn't use this because I can't guarantee 100% it's exactly what it says on the label. However, when I go to my yarn supplier that I use for couture, that I can guarantee it is what it is. For 500 grams of merino wool, I'm paying, I think, about £48 at the moment. I'm paying getting on for £100 a kilo. I'm paying for merino wool at the moment, the really good end of it. So, you know, this is every bit as nice to knit with. So ethically, it's up to you. I've said before whether you want to go and buy from Temu or not. I have no problem with it at all. So if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe, leave me a comment, keep the questions coming in, because that really does help me decide what videos to do next for you. I like to do the yarn reviews because when you ask me for something I haven't got, it means I can go and buy a bit more yarn and add to this massive stash. that's nothing. You want to see the rest of the room. So it's been lovely to have you along. Pop over to my Patreon site and have a look what's going on over there. If you join as a free member, you can just have a little look around. If you join over there as a paid member, which is £5 a month UK, in other countries sometimes they add a little bit of tax. It's not very much, so it's always around that price. It doesn't work out much more than about £1 a week, I think. And over there are all of the patterns that I normally sell on Ravelry and Love Crafts. But if you become a paid member, you get access to all of those for free, plus some make-along videos. And you can ask me questions, you can send me photographs, we can do all kinds of stuff over there. So it would be lovely to see you over there if you'd like to join. So thank you very, very much once again for being with me. Happy yarn smithing. Love as always. and I'm going to see you really soon. Bye bye.